Hey guys, welcome to this video. I'm going to explain a little bit about where we've been. I found out my period was supposed to come November 2nd. I took a test that day because it didn't come and it was negative. So my period, the way that my period is, it's regular, but it's never more than 2 or 3 days late or early. And so I took a test. It was negative, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a few days. I didn't think nothing of it. November 2nd or November 4th, it still hadn't came. So I tested again. And I laid it on the bed while it was doing its thing. And I ran on a towel and I ran to put something in the microwave real quick and grab a drink. And the boys were at school. Billy had just started a new job, so he was training an hour and a half away from our house, so he wasn't here. And I come back and I look at it and it was positive. And I was like, in utter shock. I wasn't expecting it to be, but it was. And then I was like in disbelief, so I went to the store and I got more tests and I continued testing, and my lines were getting darker, so I wasn't that worried about it. With my boys, I had severe morning sickness starting at 6 weeks, up until 8 weeks, like on the dot. And it was so severe that I couldn't keep water down. I've always had to go in for IVs and everything. My cats are playing. Sorry. So the 21st, which was Thursday, I started having some 6 weeks and 5 days. I started having some very, very light, dark brown, what looked like bleeding. It kind of looked like implantation bleeding, which I've not ever had with either of my boys, so I wasn't sure what it looked like. But that's just what my friend said, and then my doctor's office said that that's what they think it was. They didn't check me out or nothing. They just, by the way that I described it, they said that's what they thought it was. So then it continued on like that up until yesterday morning, the morning of the 22nd. I had got back from taking Rylan to school, and I went to go use the bathroom, and when I did, I noticed there was a little bit of blood, and it was bright red, like a quarter size. So I was like, okay, well, I've not ever bled with any of my pregnancies, so I'm gonna call the doctor's office. So I called them, and she was like, yeah, the nurse will call you back. I'm sending a note over to her, and everything. So 12 o'clock rolls around, and I know they close at 12. The nurse never called. She still never called. Then we went and got Rylan from school. We went and ate with them because it was like turkey and dressing day for like family and stuff where you could come eat with your kids. So we went and ate with Rylan, and then we checked him out, and we went to a city that is about 45 minutes away from here. We drove up there for Billy to get something for his job. And so we got back, and I was gonna come inside, use the bathroom real quick, and then Billy was gonna keep the boys, and I was gonna go to the grocery store. So when I went to the bathroom, I had a lot of blood, like actual heavy menstrual cycle. It was not light at all, and it was bright red. So I was like, okay, this isn't normal. It's not normal. So my sister-in-law works at our hospital. So I called her and I was like, do you know who the on-call OB is? I was like, I'm bleeding, I'm cramping, I need to be seen. And or I need to know what to do. The nurse never called me back. And she was like, I'm not there today, of course. But she was like, go call them and see what they say. So I called the hospital operator, and she said the on-call would tell me to come into the ER. And I didn't have anybody to watch the kids, so off to the ER I went with Billy here watching the kids. I got to the ER, and they done a urine sample. Of course it was positive. They tried to take my blood 3 times. The doctor finally came in and got it. Like the lady that did it the first time, she literally bent the needles trying to find my veins. Digging around in there. Can you please get off the counter? And so they finally sent the doctor in there to get it. And then I was there for about 4 hours, and then they finally came and got me for an ultrasound. Well, she finally came in. I finished my ultrasound, and she finally came in, and she said, your ultrasound did not show a pregnancy. And at that point, my heart kind of just shattered. And then she said my blood results showed that my HCG levels were only 490. And yesterday I was supposed to turn 7 weeks pregnant. So they should be way up there by now. So then by the time I got done at the hospital, they said the only way to really know for sure is to come back tomorrow and go to the outpatient lab and get another blood draw for an HCG beta. So, and that'll be sent to my doctor's office, so I won't know the results of that till Monday. So I don't have, this may sound bad to say, but I don't have any hope for the baby still being there, especially after the ultrasound revealing that there's no pregnancy. And if my levels were 490, that's put me at like barely, like 5 weeks pregnant, if that. And I was supposed to be 7 weeks tomorrow, or yesterday. So I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna go do blood work tomorrow. I'm going to go and I've got to go to the store here in a little bit. I'm gonna pick up some more pregnancy tests because I want to track my levels to see if they're getting lighter and whatnot. And then I was supposed to have my first OB appointment and ultrasound on Wednesday. because they like to schedule you closer to 8 weeks if you know how far along you are. So I guess me and Rylan are gonna go to the store. I'm gonna take Noah to my mom's so I don't have to worry about both of them, because it's really raining out and I'm cramping really bad and bleeding really bad. So my best friend ended up showing up at the hospital to sit with me. So I'm glad that she was able to come. Billy was really upset because he couldn't come. He wasn't able to be there because he had the kids. So I guess I'm gonna go get them ready and do that, and then I'll see you guys back here and I'll take a pregnancy test with you guys. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, y'all, I am back from Walmart. The pregnancy test. I believe that I just passed the baby about 30 minutes ago. So we're gonna see what this shows. If I can get it open. I have already peed in a cup. I'm not gonna show you that because that's disgusting. But we're gonna take the test. So let's see what that shows. I did buy the pack of 3 so I can test for the next couple days and see if it's going lower. Okay, so it is negative. Well, blank right now, not negative. It's a new test. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip it in here, and then I'm gonna lay it down. We'll see what it says. So okay. Jesus. It is running across. I'm gonna sit you right back up there again. The line's already there. The test line is. It's already popped up. It's not even done running across yet. It's already there. I just gotta wait for the line to get lighter, I guess. I'm hoping by some miracle that when I go in the morning or tomorrow, that when I get the results on Monday that it's went up, but I don't have high hopes for it because I'm bleeding a lot with clots and cramping, and so that's what it looks like, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. It is the next day. It's Sunday, November 24th. I am waiting on Billy to get home. He gets off at 3 and it is currently 2:15. So he'll get home around 3:30 so he can watch the kids, and I can go to the hospital to do my HCG beta blood draw to see if my levels went up or down. So that's what we're about to do. I'm really nervous, but like I said, I'm not expecting really them to be much higher because I am still bleeding and everything. It is much lighter today than it has been since yesterday, but I don't know. So my blood draw on Friday, it was showing that my HCG was 490. So hoping, fingers crossed, that it went up. If not, I don't know. I will not know the results of this blood draw until probably tomorrow. I'll probably have to call my doctor's office because I think they're going to take the blood and then send it to my doctor's office. So I won't know the results of that until then. You need a sippy cup, buddy? Okay. So that's Noah. So I'm going to go fix him a sippy cup and then wait for Billy to get home, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Doctor's appointment. So I'm basically just gonna fill you guys in. On Monday, I called the doctor's office and that morning to get the results of my second HCG beta, and they couldn't find my blood work. So it took me blowing up their phone all day, and then they finally called me back at 4:30 with the results that it did drop, and it went from 490 on Friday to 140 Sunday.